Hey, Murray, what do you get when you cross a terminally online IT wage cell in a gay and prim?
You get edging with trash and mug.
This is all the power you ever had. Now it is mine. Pity there is not more time for us.
You tell him it's open season on all suckheads.
Just gonna have to teach you a lesson. No more clowning around. Fire
Is that gasoline I smell? No, man. No!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Edging with Trash and Monk. I'm Trash.
And I'm Monk, and we're joined by our beloved friend of the show, Judas Nevermore. Hello. Hello.
How's it going?
It's
Good.
going all right. Now,
It's great.
it's time for the Joker.
The
Lots
Joker.
been
We
said about this movie. Lots
we
been
watched
said.
the Joker. I feel like there's a real potential problem in talking about this movie because there's such an additional added lore from the people we hang out with.
Yeah,
That
it is
that
Yeah,
we're
it's
going to
already
be
been
talking about jelking. We're going to be talking about how the Joker thinks something is normal.
The Joker thinks something is normal, but also, at least within our particular sphere of fucking online morons, it sort of evolved on down another fucking species to the Joker is just sometimes wrong about things. Like, the Joker thinks you can put $20 in the vending machine and get change back. It's like, no, Joker, you're just fucking stupid.
Yep.
And then
that's true.
I was thinking back to this movie about like, I don't want to talk too much about the movie right now, but I was thinking back while watching this movie about all the fucking movie discourse around this movie when it came out in 2019. And thinking about like, wow, that was before the pandemic. That was like another fucking planet.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You know?
Yeah, that's pretty wild to think about. It's been a long ass time.
Yeah.
I heard people talking about it at a Renaissance festival in 2019.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
What were they saying?
Well, yeah.
Something about an incel apocalypse.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that about this movie because it's the people who watched it get such wildly different messages. It seems like all the time, and I think it's very funny. It's very funny. I'm coming out on a limb here. I'm telling you, everybody. I think this movie is actually great, but it definitely has had societal effect.
Yeah, there's a particular type of fucking person who, I think we talked about this when we watched Drive too, who just is like, anytime there's like someone who's like a fucking nasty person who's the main character of the movie, they're like, oh, that's me. And base my whole personality around being fucking nasty. And
I'm Tyler fucking Durden. That's like, oh god, no, stop.
Yeah, there's something to be said about like how the like if you enjoy the movie too much, it's kind of weird, even though it is a good movie. It's just, I kind of I'm like skeptical of the people who are like, oh, I really like the Joker.
Yeah, you're skeptical of people who give it 5 stars on Letterboxd. I get it. Yeah,
Of course.
No, 100%. Yeah. Yeah. Didn't both of us give it 5 stars on Letterboxd?
4.5.
Oh, okay. You're protecting yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair. I mean, it's definitely a 5-star movie, though. I gotta say, the performance.
Yeah.
Never seen Joaquin Phoenix look better. Just saying. Wowie.
Are we gonna get into
Not
it right
better,
now,
not-
or are we gonna bullshit some more?
Let's bullshit. So let's bullshit first. Just that was a taste for everybody. Okay,
That's
it
a
was
little taste, a little sample
little
of the
taste,
discourse.
yeah.
Now we
Yeah.
all know where we stand, and we
Yeah.
can get ready to hurt each other's feelings very deeply and personally.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're gonna be throwing daggers, chairs,
throwing stars.
stars, yeah, stars, throwing stars from the Walk of Fame, even big cement blocks. That's yep. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. Yeah, that's it. I had nothing more to add.
Nice.
You don't have anything to dish about? You don't have any fucking bullshit going on in your life?
No. My mom called me like 3 times today.
Damn.
It was-
Fucking moms, am I right?
Right.
Usually I'd be alarmed at that many personally, but
No, my mom. I love my mom to clarify, but she will call and then she'll call me and then forget what she wanted to say. So we'll bullshit for a little bit, then she'll hang up, and then she'll call me 2 minutes later, be like, I remembered, and then I'll be like, cool, and then hang up, and then she'll call me back and be like, I forgot to say one more thing. I'm like, yo, please just text me.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the Joker thinks that's one call.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
I had a fucking Joker call with my mom a couple weeks ago
Mm-hmm.
where I called her to fucking just like say hey, because I hadn't called her in a few weeks. And I call her and like the first thing she does is like, hey, I wanted to tell you your cat died about 6 months ago and I didn't tell you
Oh my
that because I felt bad.
Oh my god.
I'm like, cool. Thanks.
Thanks, I guess. Wow. I feel
What
like there
are-
was any period of time in there you could have called first.
Yeah, but
yeah,
you know, can't win them all, I guess.
I guess, Yep.
So the two ends of the fucking mom spectrum, I guess, is the mom who calls too
Yeah.
much and the mom who is religiously opposed to talking on the phone.
Right.
Brian, when's the
Well,
last time you called your mom?
I mean, I talked to her today because luckily I get to live with my mom. It's great.
No.
Yeah, she told me about how so as fans of the pod may know, I've been at war with the COVID virus for the last week and a half or so. And yeah, so I just we were talking and she's like, I found an article. I was like, oh, this is always off to the races here. And she was like, yeah, apparently the doctors at Yale are saying that people should put Neosporin in their nose to like trigger an immune response, and it actually makes people fight off COVID pretty well. And I was like, wow. And I looked at it, and it was a sketchy website, but it was referencing an actual study from Yale. And I was like, well, I didn't feel like going deeper on it and being like, is this true? I just started putting Neosporin in my nose,
Yeah,
The Joker thinks it's normal. So
if the bleach doesn't help, then you might as well try everything at that point.
yeah, fuck it, right?
But if you can't get your hands on fucking ivermectin because of woke,
Yeah.
I need some apple flavored horse paste. Thank you very much.
You
I
think you're
feel
not
like
here?
I'm lost out on a cultural moment by not getting ivermectin, Oh god. But things and other things, non-mom things, okay? So I guess I might be doing a local Pride celebrations DJ.
Hell yeah.
And it's not until the end of July, which is funny, but
Mm,
because pride goes forever. Okay.
That's when the
course.
Joker thinks pride ends.
Yeah, that's when the joke ends for sure. But yeah, it's we're doing like a queer prom thing, and so I'm supposed to be DJing that in a month and a half. Pretty excited about that. Been working on a little playlist and talking with my contacts at the senior center. That's part of how I'm connecting in, which is, you know, I live a truly cool life, you know.
What's on the playlist?
Let me bring it up right now. I can
Sure.
I can tell you real quick. Let's see, Queer Prom, July 2024.
I remember one of the dilemmas you were talking about earlier was how clean it had to be.
Yeah, I did have to think about that, but you know, I think I'm leaning out. You know, I'm leaning
Yeah.
out. I'm gonna go a little dirty with it. Let's see. We got some songs. I put on Tiny Dancer.
Okay.
This is an unwhittled playlist, by the way. Okay, so this playlist is a suggestion of where it's gonna go. I'm probably gonna cut it down a lot, but you know, as for now, you know, we got. I was asked to go and try and go across decades, make sure I've got things for every age group at Queer Prom, July 2024. So I've
And
got.
this is in an old folks home. Is that what you said?
And no, it's at a park next to
Okay.
to a senior center, which is it's different. Nobody lives at the senior center; they just go there to play darts. Okay,
Do they put backgammon too?
no backgammon. Sadly, I wish they had backgammon. That'd be great. Shuffleboard though, if they got a shuffleboard, I'd probably hang out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I love shuffleboard.
Yeah.
That's some good shit right there.
These-
Anyways, so I got some South American like party jam here, Florseca by Yvonne Reich. First heard by me on Dragula some years ago. Actually, I think it was last season, but anyways, no big. Tiny Dancer, Elton John. I'm Still Standing, Elton John. Those are my two choices. Faith by George Michael. You've got to have faith. A little Madonna. I put a Charlie XCX on there too.
Oh,
Oh,
big
there's a
time.
song there. Yeah, absolutely. And there's all that new stuff coming out right now. I mean, I guess it's already out, the Brat album. And you know, and then let's see, like a real I can't it's called You Make Me Feel by Sylvester. You've probably never heard it before unless you've been at a gay club. Let's see. Show Me Love by Robin S. You've probably heard that one, probably if you've ever listened to like House or anything like that. Some Ethel Cain for a slow dance. A little Laura Les for the youngsters. Let's see. I had to put Health in here because it is my playlist. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna find the song that fits, and I did, and it was good. Then okay, so this was an interesting one. We got Willie Nelson's "Cowboys Are Frequently Secretly Fond of Each Other," which is a great song. I'm probably gonna cut it. I did see that there was a version with Willie Nelson and Orville Peck singing together, but I listened to it and it sucked. So I went, no, I'll just keep Willie. Kim Petras, Little Machine Girl, Little Dorian, Hemlock Springs, Sam Smith, Kim Petras. I put a Mimi Death song on there, but I don't think it's gonna stay. It's good, but you know, Corona, The Rhythm of the Night. You love that song. You love
that is
that
a good
song.
I don't
That's a
think there's
good
anyone on this
song.
planet that doesn't like that song.
Right? Missing by Everybody But the Girl. Everything But the Girl, excuse me. Yeah, you've probably heard the remix of it. It's really good. That's what it is. A Pixel Grip track, a Mitski track for another slow dance. Let's go. I put Jamiroquai on here.
You got a lot of shit on this playlist.
I do. Oh, it's a 2-hour set, so it's got to be big. Let's see: Love Regenerator, Tyler the Creator, Ladytron, Blondie, La Tigre, Sophie, Rihanna.
You got any pyrotechnics or any laser light show you're doing too?
No. What do you think? What do you think? This is like a production? No, this is just me being excited. Okay.
You should
Okay,
light off
I'm at the end.
fireworks.
Yeah, you should just get some bottle rockets out there. That'd be
Hell
good.
yeah.
Fuck
Or like
yeah.
the things you throw at the ground and they just like pop and you just throw them at people's feet.
Dance.
You know, at one
Yeah.
point, the popping fireworks or whatever, I was fucking on the side of the road with two friends who had placed their keys on the roof of their car and were looking for them on the side of the road.
Amazing.
And
I love when that happens.
yeah, and someone fucking drove by and just started throwing those. And it's like, what the fuck? Who just has those in their car?
Who does that? How old were they? Were they teenagers?
No
It sounds
clue.
like a teenager thing.
No clue. But also, like, yeah, it does sound like a thing a teenager would do, but also that you got to be like fucking prepped and ready to just see two random people and you're just like, pop, pop, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that gives teenage energy too. Like, who else is just like keeping those things on them, you know?
Yeah.
Who's just
I bet
running
they've got
around
like
with-
a big
poppers,
slingshot in their back pocket and a propeller cap too.
Yeah, probably. And they all always get their tongue sticking out and like just at just that perfect angle while they're shooting at things.
These
And they're
damn
always
teenagers.
shooting at things. Always shooting at these damn teenagers. I'm in my 30s, okay?
Consarted.
Teenagers, these teenagers need to stop. They need to get jobs.
Your rocking chair on your front porch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn teenagers, get off my lawn.
It would be nice to have a rocking chair on your front porch, though.
I think it'd just be nice to have a rocking chair.
Yeah.
It'd be
I
nice
feel
to
like
have a
that's
front porch.
doable. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a lot of things. I'd love to have some things. Subscribe to the Patreon, everybody.
Big fan of things.
Love some things.
What about
Uh,
stuff?
No. No. I don't like the stuff. That stuff's from space.
That's
And it
never
eats you
talking-
from the inside out. It's not cool.
Never talk to me or my things ever again.
Uh,
So when's the
mhm.
Edging with Trash and Monk merch line coming out?
I've thought about that. I think there's some things that we could do that would be very funny.
I mean,
Amazing,
fucking
dude.
spill them. Spill them. I
just-
want to know.
I think we should have the fucking like stickers with the voicemail number on them, and like you can just put that.
Hmm.
How about like a sticker that says "How's my driving?" and it's the voicemail for the podcast, and you stick it on some random fucking
Oh.
car.
That's good.
Very good. Very
It's-
good. Very
Some-
good. I did. That's a good idea. I think stickers are kind of the like best way to go for podcast merch, at least for now, until we become JRE big, which is going to happen someday.
Yeah.
You're going to do it. I know you are.
Jamie, pull up the sticker website for me.
Yeah, Jamie, pull up Sticker Mule.
A Joker Rogan experience.
Yeah.
The Jogan. Jogan Rogan. Wait, we already did that.
We did.
Whoa.
When did we do
Jogan
Jogan
Rogan.
Rogan?
Everybody says Jogan Rogan. Okay, maybe only I say Jogan Rogan.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm the one who calls Joe Rogan Jogan Rogan. It has nothing to do with the Joker. It's just because Joe and Jogan
Joker.
Rogan. It's just
Yeah.
forward play. We're just spitballing, okay? I got 103 fever for the last 6 months. I'm sending messages to Drake, okay?
You have no idea how many, when Brian first saw that video, how many episodes I had to literally go, we can't do 103 degree fever for our cold open. We can't just do the video for our cold do an unrelated YouTube video for our cold open. And now
Yeah.
Brian has COVID and I can't stop them because it's literally true.
Yeah, I have 100. Well, for the last 6 months, and we're gonna start the positivity force, okay, everybody? And it's like the army. We're being nice. All right, we got to move on from this bit. This sucks.
I told you. I told you so many times. This bit sucks.
I'm just riffing. I'm funny because I have COVID.
Sure.
I'm finally funny, okay? If you think I'm funnier when I have COVID, send a voicemail.
So, do you still have COVID?
This is going to be like the last day. I'm like 100% sure.
So you passed your COVID tests? What'd you score on it?
Shut up.
Because I scored 102 on my temperature test when I had COVID.
I haven't actually had a temperature, which is wild.
Dead.
It's because you've been reaching thermal equilibrium with the air around you. Instead of your body temperature going up, it's all dissipating through your large heat sinks.
That's true. That's true. I have a lot of those. I have a lot of that. That's why I've got elephant ears, actually. I sadly don't have the trunk yet. One day, CRISPR will fix all things.
Yeah. We need a lot of Patreon subs, I think, for that one.
Yeah, we need a lot of Patreon subs for that one.
Hey, subscribe to the Patreon.
Subscribe to the Patreon. You can hear me have like the worst recording quality. I think it might be the worst quality of my recording, and your recording's like real nice, but mine sounds like explosive.
Awesome.
It's wild. I listen to I haven't gotten very far yet, but I'm the one who re-listens to the podcast episodes.
That's
after
true.
They go up.
Don't listen to them.
Me neither.
And I can probably say I'm the first person who's listened to the Star Wars episode on Patreon. And it's powerful.
I specifically refuse to listen to that.
That's fair.
Because you and I have some pretty differing opinions on Star Wars, and with my opinions being obviously correct, and yours being
keep telling yourself that.
I screened the episode 1 opinions for you though. I think that one we're all on the same page about pretty much.
I think we're all.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it doesn't happen till later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, unless anyone's got any updates. Oh, fucking current events.
What's up?
We're on Like Watch on Twitter. It wouldn't be Like Watch because you actually can't watch likes anymore, you know?
That's true.
You can't see that shit.
Fuck.
Lightgate, you know what I mean?
You know what I think they should really do is I think they should keep it like this for like a week and then go, never mind, we're walking it back.
I think there's a really good chance of that happening.
I think that's a really good chance of that happening. And imagine all the fucking nasty fucking likes people are gonna uncover from that week of shame.
True. Unliking that picture, that video that you posted.
Oh my god.
Oh god. It's I think that it would be very funny because the revelation, beautiful, gorgeous, love to see it.
Yeah. They should also make likes permanent. I think you shouldn't be able to unlike that because you should your opinion should mean something, you know? You shouldn't say that you like something and then go, actually, never mind.
So you see, I thought you were going to go a totally different way when you said that you had like an idea what they should do with Twitter.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say that they should burn the building down with all the servers in it.
Well, I mean, I think they should burn Elon Musk's house down first, but
yeah, I mean, do you think that's where they actually keep the main servers now, is underneath his house in a sort of like bat cave for like evil bitches.
I'll be honest with you. I would not be surprised if one of like the thousands of employees they laid off at random,
Mhm.
just like knows where some critical infrastructure server for Twitter is hosted that nobody else knows about. And it's just this phantom server that's keeping the whole fucking operation running that is not documented anywhere, and just one guy was keeping up, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful. We should find that guy.
That'd be awesome.
I think it'd be really.
There's so many ways that I
it'd be
think
the
Twitter
funniest thing.
there's so many ways that I think Twitter is inevitably going to catastrophically fail. I think it's lasted a lot longer than I've expected, to be perfectly frank.
Yeah,
I uninstalled the app
just
because I don't want that fucking I don't want that on me when there's like some 0-day exploit found in the Twitter app and it never gets fixed, you know?
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I think that the app might not actually fail. It's just going to do that classic fail, the like just complete neglect for so long that it ends up turning into nothing. Because I mean, they really did just destroy their entire workforce with no warning and for no reason. And like hilarious. I'm sorry to all the people who lost their jobs. That sucks, but also
Yeah.
hilarious to take something that you've spent more money than you have to buy a website called Twitter, and then destroy the branding and the service and
Yeah,
and
he like
the,
literally
social
may as
base.
well have just like started his own fucking social media.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
legitimately, like no memeing, like memeing aside, I don't understand what the plan is. Like, what did Elon Musk like? It blows my mind how you could take Twitter, which was ostensibly doing well, and then just completely blowing it up. Like, how? Like, why? Is it ego? Like,
There's a lot
It's
of
funny-
reasons people speculated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't think he wanted to buy it. I think he guys said a
Makes
bunch of
sense.
dumb shit and got locked into a deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's likely the
I
thing
think
that
the-
actually happened.
I think the answer that actually he's a fucking dumbass and did it by
Yeah.
mistake is probably the most likely.
Mhm.
Well, you get what you fucking deserve.
Yeah, I mean, if only it led to him, doing something really funny, like, hanging out in a garage with the car on. Yeah, that'd be
Like-
pretty funny to me.
If only he was walking out of the movie theater after seeing Zorro, the Gay Blade.
Yeah, if only. And we had some sort of cool flash mob. What?
Speaking of Zorro, the Gay Blade,
Absolutely.
we should talk about the fucking movie, right? At some point.
Yeah, we could talk about the movie.
Maybe if we're
Maybe.
filling up to it.
The Joker would talk about the movie.
That's true. And the Joker is just always right about what you should
Always
do.
right, never wrong.
So what?
well,
Because
first
last time I saw
impressions,
this
everybody.
movie was in 2019.
Mhm.
I saw it in Dayton, Ohio. I'd been up for a long ass time on the road.
Mhm.
After getting ghosted in St. Louis by someone who shall not be named.
Someone.
Who would do that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
who the fuck?
Speaking of St. Louis, shout out to the St. Louligans.
Hell yeah.
What is that? A type of sport?
Yeah, it's a
Some
soccer
sort of-
support group for the
Oh,
St. Louis city.
I thought maybe it was a type of popsicle or something like that. Yeah. Shout out to whatever the fuck that is.
But I saw the Joker in 2019. I saw it in theaters in Dayton, Ohio. And fucking the shit they do in Dayton, Ohio, Dayton does it fucking Joker style with their movie theater menu. I was looking through the movie and they had all the fucking normie bullshit on their movie, like, oh, you can get popcorn, you can get a pretzel, and then I saw an item that was Cheetos with cheese on the menu, and it's just they open up a bag of hot Cheetos and pour nacho cheese on top of it, and it's like a cereal.
Wow.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I got. What the fuck else am I gonna get?
Yeah, I mean, was it good?
It was fucking gnarly. I kind of hated it. It was like eating spicy cereal in like a really bad way because it gets all soggy from the nacho cheese.
Yeah. And it's like corn puffs, but
Yeah, it's like corn sogs is what it's like. Corn sags.
sags. Yeah, say it Midwestern. Come on now.
Yeah,
The
and
corn
then
sags.
and then I was wearing a fucking pair of pants that I hated, and I fucking turned around to make some fucking dumb comment in the movie to a friend of mine, and the fucking button of my pants just fucking flew off in the middle of the fucking movie theater.
Did you find it?
No. But I was there with the
That's the most Joker thing that could happen.
Yeah.
I was there with fucking my friend of the show, Armis, who is a wheelchair user. You may know Armis from our previous hit podcast, Toilet Talk, if you're an old head. And so I was fucking like, hey, my friend, let me push you out of here for absolutely no ulterior motive, and not because the top button of my pants came off and I didn't want anyone to see. A convenient cover to keep people from noticing.
Fantastic.
And then then we got outside and I'm like, wow, it's cold out, and I fucking, not even fucking thinking about it, like put up my arms, and it's like down on the fucking outside of the theater, and I thought Armis had it, and they're
No. I can't believe that this is actually what happened.
Another friend, because I'm fucking a dumbass and I'm just standing there, another friend runs up to catch on.
And this was right after like a storm had come through and destroyed the town too.
Yeah,
right?
that is the next day we had there's like right after a tornado. The next day we were going to like the bars or some shit, and like literally there was like pieces of scrap wood and shit. We were building like random bridges through torn up sidewalks and shit for to get Armis's wheelchair across. But
this is like a fucking Curb episode. Like, not even. It's like almost like a Always Sunny episode. Jeez, like unhinged.
Yeah, this is my fucking, and I saw the Joker and it really resonated with me at that part of my life. I was like, man, the world really is a crazy place. And that's kind of the life affirming message that the Joker has is, sometimes the world's crazier than you are.
Sometimes the world's just really fucking crazy. The movie itself, I gotta say, the message in it that I don't know. It's funny because like there's the base message, which is like everybody's shitting on you all the time, and and then you do then maybe you do something about it. It's like it's a lot like watching. I know it's the king of comedy. Everybody says, "Oh, it's the king of comedy," and it is, right? But it also reminds me very much of like A Serious Man. These like black comedy about like a guy who's just going through life and it keeps shitting on him again and again and again, and then he dies.
Yeah.
Except instead of dying, the Joker goes and kills someone. Which, hey, another wonderful way to end that tense ass tale. Another movie I think I would compare it to probably is Uncut Gems in a lot of ways, because it's not as tense as Uncut Gems, but it definitely has that sort of building tension through the whole movie
Yeah.
that just pays off in like an act of incredible violence.
Mhm.
And that it's all based in the Batman universe seems totally secondary to the movie, which I love. I love that so much.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge. If you've got a movie that's like I get it. If you're making a superhero movie or something based in the superhero universe and you want to like tie it in, you want to be pretty explicit about it. But somebody could watch The Joker and not get that it was a Batman universe movie. And I think that's really a really cool way to make a movie that works for everybody, because it is just like it is just going to be have to stand on its own, and it
Yeah.
does.
They even like go out of their way, I think. Like they did not bother with the rest of the fucking DC extended universe canon, which I think most of the movies these days in the DC universe are just like, whatever, fuck this, I don't give a shit. Whatever this fucking shared universe thing is, they've correctly realized in DC's case that it has like negative value because all of the movies are bad.
Yeah, especially after Zack Snyder's touched them, it like Zack Snyder has made DC worse.
Zack Snyder is the original sin of the DC. It literally started off with the Snyder 1-2 punch of
Yeah.
Man of Steel and Batman versus Superman, which was two fucking god awful movies, I gotta say.
Just a real tragedy. Not good. I still haven't I haven't brought myself to actually watch either of those yet.
Man of Steel, tolerable. Not good, tolerable. Batman versus Superman, fucking like I was like seriously committed to like, okay, I'm actually going to watch all these fucking DC movies at one point, and I watched Batman versus Superman, and I'm like, I can't, because I know that's not even the fucking worst of them. And
Yeah.
it was like the really upsetting part of watching that movie is thinking like, oh my god.
Haven't even hit Justice League.
Yeah, or Suicide Squad, or like fucking like
Oh, the first one's so bad.
yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah. The second Suicide Squad at least is like charming and fun. But
Yeah.
God, that first one was just unwatchable.
mhm.
I mean, more watchable than most of the DC stuff that had come out under Snyder, but like not a joy. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Not a joy to watch. Whew.
So shedding that
God.
legacy was the right decision.
It was absolutely. Do you have any idea? Are they planning on doing a Batman for this universe? Because I know they got Harley Quinn lined up already.
I have no idea. And like I was thinking about the Joker 2 while watching this, because the only thing I really know about it is it's a musical, maybe, unless like I've heard that maybe it's also not a musical.
Yeah.
But honestly, like watching this movie again, like, because when I heard like someone say, "Oh, it's going to be a musical," I thought that's fucking ridiculous. The movie's already kind of a musical, you know? Like it's not like leaning into it super hard, but there's a lot of really like thematic, like musical and like not like capital M musical, but it's very it's very intentional in the way it deploys its soundtrack. Let's use it that way. You know?
Yes, it's very intentional with its with the soundtrack, and also it does have scenes that are musical adjacent, right?
Yeah.
The stair scene, classic amongst them, right?
And I do think the musical, like when we're talking about the moments in the movie where like Arthur Fleck, which is a great name.
The Joker has a name finally.
Is like just like hallucinating shit around him. I think that is actually really congruent with like the reality of musicals, which is sometimes a bunch of bullshit that doesn't happen needs to happen in the movie for there to be a musical number.
Yep.
So you know what? Maybe they're cooking. I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
I did read that isn't it Lady Gaga gonna be Harleen
Yep.
Quinn? So
That's fucking
I feel
insane
like-
to me.
yeah.
Yeah, but I
It's,
kind of love it.
Yeah, I think I do too. But that makes me feel like they're gonna lean into the musical aspect of it pretty hard.
Yeah, I could see that leading them to do that. But also Lady Gaga has done acting that is I don't some people might come for me for this, but I don't think Lady Gaga is a good actor. But she can do it. She's done it.
Sure.
And she was, she did American Horror Story. She carried a whole season of it. And her acting was good enough.
Mm.
Not good enough to get me into it, but the rest of the show kept me around, right?
Sure.
And I think that like if they end up doing the movie as like at least part musical where they have bits that are musical bits, I think that'd be excellent and actually would play really well with the characters and the setting and the actors. So I hope they do that. But I don't know if the movie could stand up to being like a full musical. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that would be a little too much for a lot of people, but I could be wrong.
It'd be a little bit too much for me, I gotta say. I'm still firmly anti-musical in general, but
yeah, I mean,
some of us have no taste.
I get it. I get it. You're straight. It's whatever. Okay, but like, no, but the whole thing with musicals, they're great in a lot of ways, but there was also just a recent flop with a musical, that being Mean Girls. Mean Girls just re-released as a musical.
That was a musical?
Yep.
I saw trailers for that, and they did not play that aspect of it up at all.
Yeah, a lot of people were really surprised.
That's awful. Why would they do that?
Yeah, I don't know why you'd surprise people with a musical. I don't know. Part is confusing to me.
Why you'd surprise people, and also, why do we need a fucking Mean Girls remake?
Yeah, why do we need a remake of Mean Girls? Why do we need a musical? Why are you surprising people with it being a musical? There's a lot of questions there.
I feel like if you want to do Mean Girls the musical, you could just literally just go directly to Broadway and it would do fine, you know?
I said that way about a lot of musicals, really. Like, I don't necessarily, I mean, this is coming from someone who I do enjoy musicals, but many of them I feel like just do Broadway.
Well, here's the thing. Mean Girls already was on Broadway.
Oh,
right.
Yeah. That happened.
Shows how much I pay attention to that shit. I guess I haven't been reading the trades lately.
That's like part of the job, Monk. That's what we're doing here. You have to read the trade. No, I'm just kidding. You got to stay on top of these things. We're running a business here. Ticker tape. Let's go.
I need pictures of Spider-Man.
I need pictures of Spider-Man. I need pictures of the Joker. The Joker thinks this podcast is normal.
Yeah.
So, what were y'all's favorite parts of the movie?
I mean,
do you have any specific moments that you really liked?
It's the climax. It's gotta be like the you get what you fucking deserve part. Like, I don't know, that's pretty intense, and I quite liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a very good part of the movie, and that's the easy answer for sure that I would probably pick if you hadn't said it.
Monk, do you have an answer, or
it's probably all of Joaquin Phoenix's fucking freaky little dances where he's sucking his stomach all the way in and just jiggling around like a big worm.
Yeah, when he's dancing with the gun.
Yeah.
I love that scene. Oh my god.
And that's I think the type of scene, like the climax and the dancing and stuff like those I think are the types of scenes that the movie just works best when it's like a focused pretty much exclusively on it being like a character study of this one guy, you know? Because there's like all this like there's all these undertones in this movie about like oh blah 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 social shit blah 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 blah, and like I just don't think Todd Phillips has anything coherent to say about that, you know? But he spends a lot of time trying to act like he was.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There's like that one part in the movie where like the movie attempts to have like class consciousness, talking about like the rich, blah 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 blah, blah, but it's pretty toothless.
Yeah.
It's like very not developed in any way.
Yeah,
Which I think kind of works for the movie because
sure.
the Joker specifically says that he isn't political.
Agree.
he's-
Yeah, exactly.
He's
yeah,
just
and
like,
I don't
and
think
he is the point of reference for the movie. So
Mhm.
having him like moving through this world and like not paying attention to like the political background in the movie makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because the Joker, like we're seeing the movie through the lens of the Joker, right? So, I agree. It makes sense not to focus on like the political aspect of it.
right. And I think the
Mhm.
movie is pretty good when it's not focusing on the political. But like there's so many
Mhm.
scenes where it does draw a lot of attention. It feels like they
Mhm.
really want you to be thinking about the social aspects of it. And it's like
Yeah.
they're not really making any sort of, I don't know. That's my one real gripe with the movie is I think the movie does like a lot of really compelling like character work, and I think the overall arc of what happens to Joaquin as Mr. Fleck is very good. There's a lot of like really fucking amazingly shot scenes, soundtracks banging. It's just this like one thing is like kind of like, okay, you can like I just wish they were subtler with it, you know, because that would work
Yeah.
better. I think when it.
I don't know. I think it's interesting how it's handled because I do think that the politics of it are so undeveloped that it does lead like groypers to look at it and say, "Oh, well, this is about like the elites or whatever, right?"
Mhm.
And they're doing their anti-Semitic dog whistle elites with it, right? Where like explicitly in the movie it's talking about like rich people. When it does talk about things, it's like rich people don't care about us, and there's this whole class of people who don't care about us, and there's no sort of like anti-Semitic subtext attached to it at any point in the movie that I noticed, at least. But because it doesn't really develop a cohesive idea or cohesive politic for engaging with the political aspect, it leaves it open to a lot of people being weird freaks about it. And the movie doesn't like, it's not promoting like incel violence, I think, which is a lot of
No.
people kind of
Definitely
got this notion about the movie because incels liked it. But I think it's less it's definitely less incel promotion-y than Fight Club, which is another movie that isn't doing that.
not.
Yeah.
There's just like that's such a problem in media right now. I mean, I guess not just right now, but generally, that like if people don't get kind of spoon-fed a political program into the work, they'll take weird ass messages because of the environment they've grown up in. And yeah. And that's that.
Yeah, like that's sort of like the like what I am thinking about it as well. It's less that the movie has like bad politics and more just like
Mhm.
kind of like incoherent like Joe Rogan politics, you know? I think that's actually a pretty good, more so than an incel complaint is like a bro, did you hear about this? kind of.
Yeah, it's very non-engaged. And I mean that it's reflected also in Arthur talking about the things he hears on the news, right? The things
Yeah.
being like the streets are going crazy and there's and there's
Mhm.
trash everywhere, and and there literally is trash everywhere, and it's making things bad in the city. But it's funny because the the people going crazy in the media representation within the universe of the movie is like you are led to assume that it's like, you know, some sort of, it's going crazy because there's people who are like, you know, doing crime all the time, right, on the street. And you see none of that in the movie up until you see a bunch of guys who work for Thomas Wayne attacking a woman on a subway, right? They're or harassing a woman on a subway and then beating the fuck out of Arthur.
Well, we
and
do
so-
see those random teenagers also beat the fuck out of him early on in the movie.
Oh yeah, the teenagers. That's right. I forgot about the teenagers.
Those damn fucking kids.
Those damn teenagers.
At it again.
But yeah, those damn kids stealing my. Those were actually paid for by George Soros. And
Well,
what do you
sorry.
think, Judas?
Murray would still be alive if Wayne had, you know, or if Gotham had capital gains tax, you know what I mean, and that money was spent towards like community outreach and a social safety net.
that's so true. Judas Sanders.
That's
Look at
true.
text
Social
on
democracy
Thomas
does keep us from killing the awful people.
It's true. Isn't it? I mean, isn't that funny though?
Yeah.
I like 100% agree with that analysis, actually, but also just so funny.
Yeah.
Uh,
Life's a comedy, you know?
life's a comedy, you know?
The things these people fight so hard to fucking rail against are the exact things that are keeping them like literally alive.
Literally keeping people from going nuts and killing them. So you know, just think about that. Hey, if we have any Fortune 500 business owners listening to the podcast, why? First off, but second off, pay us. And third off, hey, maybe consider protecting your neck a little bit here. I don't know. It seems like you're all acting fucking insane right now. Maybe you got a nice island in Turks and Caicos that you can go run away to. But do you really want to move? I'm just
You hear
saying.
about the last guy with the island?
Oh, it's true. You don't want to be like that guy. Yeah. I don't know. It's an interesting movie in a lot of ways because it is very much like not engaged with, but like it's very much like Civil War, like that, right?
Yeah.
In that it's not engaging with the politics at all.
Yeah.
It's just telling a story with politics in it as a seasoning. And you know, we can talk about the politics in the movie until we're blue in the face, but like
if we spend that much time talking about it, it's more time than fucking Todd Phillips spent talking about it.
Exactly. Exactly. So it's like, whoa.
He's a crazy guy. And like, that's funny because it's like maybe the most like fucking like ridiculous, like surface level take that you can have is like, he's a crazy guy, but really it's just like, the movie just works better that way, you know?
Yeah. I mean, like, it's like, oh yeah, he's fucked up because, and he's not fucked up because it's just him, but it is he's fucked up because he's been like, he has been made fucked up by society.
If at the start of the movie, if at the start of the movie, like, all of the garbage strike won like the day after, and like everything, everyone started like this social services fucking money wasn't cut or anything like that, he'd still be fucking like a kind of fucked up crazy guy, you know? And it'd still be an interesting character study, you know? I don't think it's bad that they went the direction they did. But it's just like that's like the part of the movie that's interesting. Is like Look at this fucked up crazy guy.
Look, isn't this guy fucked up? Look at how it ends up turning out for society because everything's been taken away from him.
Yeah.
Like, uh-oh. Yeah, uh-oh.
What if we were to replace Joaquin Phoenix and the Joker with Hillary Rodham Clinton?
You know, I think that would be based.
Yeah.
I would love to see Hillary Rodham Clinton in some like really major roles, you know. I think she's got a career ahead of her, and if she wants one, she could go.
That's true.
She could not only appear in that one episode of Broad City. She could show up in all sorts of things.
My favorite line in the Hillary Rodham Clinton version of the Joker is "I'm the Joker, baby."
I do like imagining her delivery of that.
So who's the
But-
better Joker? Is it Heath Ledger or is it Joaquin Phoenix?
That's tough.
That is very tough. I think Joaquin Phoenix is more believable.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
part of the reason this is tough is because they're two very different Jokers. Like
Whereas
it's hard to
the
do
Heath-
one to
yeah,
one.
the Heath Ledger Joker is more entertaining, I think. But it's more comic booky, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, yeah.
So yeah, it's tough. It depends on what you're going for. If you're going for like a gritty reality type thing, then definitely Joaquin Phoenix. But if you're going for a comic book Batman-esque Joker, then it's Heath Ledger for me.
Mm-hmm. I think I agree with you. I do. I think I prefer Joaquin Phoenix just a little bit, but it's only because it's like I like the Joker that Joaquin Phoenix is playing
Agreed.
better
Yeah.
than I like the comic book one. And
I
I do think that they both played their roles like perfectly. Like Joaquin Phoenix playing the Joker, playing the jokey baby, is like really fucking good. He dedicated himself so majorly to this character, and created this like him laugh crying and
Yeah.
gasping for air and like choking is haunting.
Mhm.
Fucked
Well, I mean-
haunting. Like, oh my god. While Heath Ledger's character, like, great characterization, but ultimately just like the character of the Joker in the Nolan series is so
He's a foil for Batman. Like he's not really given very much
Yeah.
agency outside of that.
Yes.
he is just the anti.
And that's
Yeah,
like
he
even
is-
the point of the movie is that he's a foil
Yeah.
for, but he would not exist without Batman.
he's not a character in
Which, in a
just
way, this
mirror.
this movie is also about how he would not exist without Batman. You know,
I think
not as literally one to one, he would not exist without Batman specifically, but the social conditions that arise to a Batman type figure are what create the Joker. You know,
yeah, is that he and like literally and figuratively, the Joker is Father Wayne's son, right?
Right.
Like while it isn't, we aren't sure. We're left unsure if he is actually the son of Thomas Wayne.
yeah,
He is created by Thomas Wayne.
Mhm.
In the flower pot of Gotham City, right? He is created. While Bruce Wayne is his brother in so many senses. Whether it be real or just as like the anti-creation of the Joker, right? And so the antithetical character that they're both created at the same time, and they're both they are both from the same place. And I think that's an interesting poetry to bring to it for sure. Yeah. It's poetry.
Yeah, but because this
Okay.
movie's from the Joker's perspective, he's got more narrative agency, which is part of why it's like, I don't know. I think I do think I prefer the Dark Knight Joker, just because I prefer movies where people are wearing tights and kicking each other. But this is a very good show. Like, it would be, even no matter how you think about the movie, like I kind of had more negative thoughts about the movie the first time I saw it, honestly.
Well, it was Dayton.
Yeah, but like even then, it's like you can't fucking watch this movie and not say that Joaquin Phoenix did a fucking like amazing fucking job, no matter how much, even if you fucking hate the movie. You know?
Yeah, true. Yeah, if anybody's trying to say that, send an email. I'll cuss you out personally. Yeah. Let's see. What else you want to say about this movie? Anything else? Any other thoughts,
Would you-
feelings?
Would you rather live in Gotham or East St. Louis?
East St. Louis.
Yeah, East St. Louis, absolutely.
You think so?
Yeah.
Gotham's awful.
I think you don't understand how awful East St. Louis is.
I'm sure it's bad.
Or like
Gotham
Gary, Indiana.
has super and
Yeah,
super
that's true.
villains.
Well, once when the Joker gas fucking comes out in East St. Louis, then I'll maybe think about moving, you know?
Yeah. Like, you know, knowing what it's like in some places when it's supposed to be like some of the absolute worst that it's supposed to be. You know, you hear I've known people who grew up and going to Detroit all the time when they were kids, before, you know, the gentrification of Detroit really began.
Yeah.
And like, don't get me wrong, Detroit sounds absolutely fucked, but at least it's like survivable.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. And I'm assuming East St. Louis is kind of like that, where it's just like, you know, this is kind of the basic levels. If you know what you're doing and you're not fucking with people, you're probably going to be okay.
Yeah. I definitely agree. I was just memeing.
You were memeing on a
Memeing.
podcast? How dare you?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a dead serious answer because it's the only way I know how to answer things. Let's see.
Shout out to St. Louis.
What's up?
Shout out to St. Louis.
Shout out to St. Louis. They do their pizza bad.
Oh,
You know, I actually do think the
Oh.
St. Louis pizza was the best part about showing up to St. Louis and getting ghosted by someone who will not be named. It was actually not bad pizza, I gotta say. Even the fucking fake ass cheese they got, pretty good for fake ass cheese.
I actually had Provel cheese on my pizza bread that I made today.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Provel.
Here's what you need to do: is you need to, next time you go to Chicago, you need to bring like a deep dish back, like from like one of the fucking tourist places, and you need to put a bunch of fucking Provel on top of it and reheat it in the oven, and then post on a Reddit and said I fixed one of Chicago's shitty pizzas and get to the front.
That's actually a great idea. Yeah. I mean,
You would win.
that's actually I might do that.
Yeah.
Damn,
Don't do it.
I should have thought about that when I brought Chicago pizza home on the train.
Exactly. You just put Provel on top of it, and you post about it on the St. Louis subreddit.
And then you can peel the Provel off so you can have the normal deep. Well, there's nothing normal about a deep dish.
Yeah, I don't like pizza casserole that much, but the Provel cheese is delicious.
Yeah.
Can you like just like, is Provel cheese only for melting and putting on pizza, or could you have like a Provel sandwich?
So it sometimes still goes into salads as well.
Okay.
Many like yeah.
Can you do a grilled Provel cheese sandwich?
I wouldn't. I mean, sure, but I mean it is mostly used for like pizzas and like soups or salads. Actually, there is a sandwich that has provolone on it. It's like an Italian. I don't know. It's
like
called
a
a
grinder.
Yeah. At Ruma's Deli. Shout out to Ruma's.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, we can.
St. Louis things since no one else will on the podcast, Love St. Louis.
Absolutely.
What's that thing called again? The big metal thing in
The arch.
everybody talks about.
Wow, you forgot about the Twin Towers.
Yeah, they took like the Twin Towers and they just like ran them into each other.
Man, like it's like a Looney Tunes thing where it like
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
They took two towers and they just
Leaned them against each other.
they lorded those rings together.
Yeah. I've been up in the arch. Did you go up in the arch when you were here?
I did not go up in the arch because I thought it would be lame.
It's not lame. It's sick. Yeah, it's
interesting.
It's pretty dumb. Yeah.
Interesting. If only someone was there to tell me it wasn't actually lame.
Yeah. What the fuck's up there?
It's just a viewing area. You go up and you can just look at shit.
Do you have to pay money to get up there?
Yes. I don't remember.
You think they
It's
let
been
you
a-
take
I
the
didn't go up
elevator
there.
to the top of a tall building for free, Brian?
Well, it's not an elevator. It's actually a tram.
Oh,
Interesting.
interesting.
You think they let you take a tram to the top of a tall building for free, Brian?
No, because
You
they
think
don't at
people
the
let you-
Space Needle.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was literally just about to say. They don't let you do that at the Space Needle. They don't let you do that at the Washington Monument. They don't let you do that at the Empire State Building. If you're going to the top of a fucking building, you better be ready to pay the building toll.
It's $15.
That's a lot of money to go to the top of a tall thing.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Interesting.
Yeah, but the thing is that it's not worth it with the Space Needle. So I don't believe you is what I'm saying. Because the Space Needle is fucking
just
booty.
an observation, or is there like a restaurant at the top of it?
There's a bad restaurant at the top too.
Oh yeah.
Bad overpriced, but with excellent views, everyone keeps saying. And they won't even let you throw anything over the side.
Well, are you between the ages of 3 and 15?
I can
no.
be.
Okay. Then it's $11.
Oh wow.
How much is a
Wow, that's
veteran's
amazing.
discount?
I don't think they offer a veterans
Oh my
discount.
god, they're fucking woke.
Wow.
They're woke.
Yeah, fucking whoa.
I was
Now,
gonna
how much
say
they
I could
charge
just
if
say
you're
I'm a
gay?
veteran.
Yeah. It's
Now,
my
how much do they
favorite.
charge? How much do they charge for the gays?
Well, since it's St. Louis, it's you're fine. Like they'll just charge you the normal price.
Okay, no surcharge.
No surcharge. But in other parts of Missouri, there's a surcharge, and that surcharge is often blood.
Yeah, people talk a lot about
Good.
the pink
Was it
tax,
dark?
but not very much about the red tax.
Oh no! Oh no!
That's no shout out to Missouri.
Yeah. St. Louis, yes. Missouri,
St. Louis
no.
is, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right. Well, we. Oh, you got some?
I was gonna say I don't. If you don't have anything left to say, we've got a voicemail. It's a very
Yeah, we got
brief one.
voicemails?
We got
Okay.
one brief voicemail, and I think something must have gone wrong with the recording of this voicemail because looking at the transcript, well, let's play it and let's hear it.
Say what you will about the tenets of warboyism, at least they spray paint.
Okay.
Should I translate that, or did it come through pretty well on your end?
It came through on my end.
Okay, that's good.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Say what you will about the tenets of War Boys, but at least they spray paint. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Thank you, Troggy Doggy. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Like,
Excellent work.
Hell yeah.
The War Boys do spray paint, and they do witness me or them. You know.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
until next time, everyone.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, hell
thanks
yeah,
for coming
Judas. You
on,
got any
Judas.
other bullshit you want to shout out?
What have I shouted? I've shouted out a lot of things today.
That's true.
But,
Yeah.
Gonna shout
we
out
can-
the concept of getting a tattoo.
the concept of getting a tattoo.
Yeah, like not any particular tattoo, but just like, hey, you should get one.
Yeah. You should definitely get a tattoo. I actually just recently got tattoos on my thumbs. They're satanic symbol. It's pretty sick.
Nice.
Shout out. I've already shouted out the St. Louligans. Shout out to the Cardinals. You know what I mean? Like, big sports fan.
Yeah, big sports fan.
I'm
Follow me
so
on
excited.
Twitter.
Yeah. Twitter, are you fucking St. Louis Socialist on Twitter or whatever?
STL Socialist.
STL Socialist. I'll make sure to put that in the description. I'm so excited to move up to Chicago and become a Cubs fan. I'm so excited to.
Oh,
I can't believe that you're
at least
going to
be a
you're
White
gonna
Sox
support.
fan. At least be a White Sox fan. Don't
I
do
actually-
Cubs.
Actually, I don't even believe you. I don't believe that you're going to sport. I won't believe it until I
I'm
see
gonna
it.
be
Monk,
right by
okay?
Wrigley fucking Field. You know, I might as well just like stop by. Because here's the thing about I've always had a soft spot for baseball because I don't give a shit about sports, but you can show up to the fucking baseball game and you're just day drinking, and the sport is just there. No one there gives a shit.
That is
about
true.
The sport.
Now that's not true. People care about the sport, but they do care more about day drinking.
Yeah, I'm on board for that.
They care about day drinking. They care about drinking, eating some fucking nasty hot dogs, which you aren't going to be able to participate in.
I probably got a
unless they
veggie
got
dog
that-
somewhere at the Wrigley Field.
They probably got a veggie. Okay, they probably got a veggie dog. Then a lot of yelling at the. You're gonna accidentally become a sports fan. You're gonna like go and you're gonna start learning about fucking average batting rates and like you're gonna get a baseball card and like look at some stats. It's gonna be fucked
I don't
up.
think I'm ever gonna be able to remember that shit. When I was into esports, I couldn't remember that shit.
Mhm.
I did actually play baseball at one point in my life. I had like a whole like fucking little league. It was like it could have been like a movie because at the beginning of the fucking season, I was this fucking uncoordinated fucking like shitty little kid who couldn't run or hit or catch anything. And at the end of the season, I was still a fucking shitty uncoordinated little kid, but I hit one ball at my
Nice.
last game.
Did you get what was your RBI?
Fuck if I know.
RBI.
Yeah.
What was your
Yeah. What was your slash line?
What was my my slash line was what's the song Slash? Did he do Smoke on the Water?
What are you talking about?
No.
No.
who was fucking Slash?
Guns N' Roses.
Okay, so he did like Welcome to the Jungle. He did that.
Yeah.
So that's my Slash line.
Okay.
Nice. Nice. By the way,
last
RBI
shout-out-
was 0, I promise.
My last shout out is to Satan.
Hell
Satan,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a shout out to the Lou.
I
love-
did.
I love
But you
swirling
said St.
around the
Louis.
Lou.
You didn't say the Lou.
Yeah. Shout out to the Lou. Oh, okay. I don't know if this is kind of we're on off topic now, but
What?
in the Cardinals subreddit, that's my first problem, right? But in the Cardinals subreddit, so the Cardinals recently had like their City Connect jerseys, and like and it said Lou across it, and
Fuck yeah.
white people on Reddit were so mad. And they're like, nobody even says the Lou, completely ignoring the fact that like the Lou has been an established nickname for the city in the Black community for years. Like,
Mhm.
and it's just people being mad on Reddit because they don't exist outside of their fucking circle. It's just
I mean,
insane.
I'm willing to bet that 90% of those people also live in a suburb and don't live in St. Louis.
for sure.
That's what all of the fucking city subreddits are like. 'Cause it's like I live
That's
live
true.
50 miles outside of town, and everyone has to listen to what I think about it.
Yeah.
because I'm
Poor
scared.
San Diego. Poor San Diego having to listen to all those fuckers from Temecula be like, I don't know about gay people.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely shout out to the Lou.
Definitely shout out to anyone who doesn't live in a suburb.
Yeah, there you go. Boom. Fuck.
You can leave
fuck
us
the
a
suburbs,
voicemail if you live in the suburbs and you got nothing fucking better to do with your life at 920-350-EDGE, 920-350-3343. You can also send us an email. It's edgelordpod@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter on America's leading neo-Nazi website, x.com.
May the Provel bless you and keep you.
And
Amen.
the toasted ravioli.
Yeah, that's another good one. They put Provel in that shit?
No, they don't.
Ah, fuck.
Bullshit.